Hit the subscribe button and stay updated on the Indian automotive scene. From the Pulsar in 2001 to the Dominar right now, Bajaj has always given us more style and power at the least price compared to its competition. Bajaj calls the Dominar a power cruiser. It combines the comfortable ride and handling of a cruiser with the agility and performance of naked sport, resulting in the bike having the best of both worlds. With the big headlamps and the large fuel tank, the Dominar looks well toned up and has a butch, beefed up stance to it. The bike is 2156mm long, 813mm wide and has a height of 1112mm. The ground clearance of 157mm makes it feel planted while on the road. Bajaj features the Dominar with the tagline, "Dominate the night." The bright headlamps literally help you do that. They are very bright and gives you the road presence, making riding in the night more enjoyable and safe. In fact, Bajaj claims that the headlamps make the bike visible from a distance of 1.5 km, making the bike pass the European safety norms. The headlamp is a full LED unit and seems to have been slightly smoked. When the bike is switched on, the DRLs turn on, just like in the Duke 390 which we reviewed earlier. The headlamps also come with auto on feature, which automatically turns the headlights on when the ambient light is less. The Dominar weighs a whopping 182 kg, but once you get seated, you would never feel it. The bike has been designed such that the weight is evenly distributed and cause no difficulty to you while handling it. The next thing you notice while you are on is the wide handlebar, which has been placed high enough, and the fuel tank, which has been designed such that your legs get the perfect snug fit. Both these factors give you a comfortable riding position ideal for cruising. All switches on the handlebar are illuminated, but the quality of the plastic could have been better. The instrument cluster has been split up into the main console and a sub-console which is placed on the fuel tank. The main console behind the headlamp houses the odometer with 2 trip meters, the tachometer, a clock and a fuel indicator along with the speedometer. The fuel level is displayed using cascading bars. The sub-console on the tank has all the warning lights, including a side stand engaged warning, but it doesn't have a gear indicator. The fuel tank looks large from the outside, but it only has a capacity of mere 13 litre, which we feel is a letdown for a cruiser. The fuel tank also has the Dominar badging embossed on it. The seats are pretty comfortable for the pillion and the rider. The fabric material looks and feels premium. Coming to the rear, the tail lights look quite sleek and seems to have taken design cues from the Ducati Diavel. The Dominar comes with 17-inch diamond cut alloys mated with MRF tires. The quality of the paint is really good and premium. The Dominar comes with disc brakes with dual channel ABS. During hard braking, if your front wheel locks up, you lose the ability to maneuver the bike safely, whereas if your rear wheel locks up, the stability will be compromised. The Dominar has you covered in either of these situations. It has been equipped with dual-channel ABS, which essentially means both the front and rear brakes are monitored and controlled separately. Both wheels have their own sensors and the system controls the braking on each wheel individually. It also has been equipped with a big 320mm disc on the front wheel and 230mm disc at the rear. The bike has a claimed braking distance of 46.19 meters. We had the opportunity to test the bike in rainy and slippery road conditions and never once did we doubt the stopping abilities. The suspension setup in the Dominar consists of a 43mm telescopic suspension in the front and a dual-spring 10-step adjustable monoshock in the rear. We found the suspension setup to be quite smooth and comfortable on both good and bad roads alike. The Dominar 400 comes with a 373.3cc SOCH triple spark 4-valve liquid-cooled DTSI engine delivering 35 bhp at 8000 rpm and 35 Nm of torque at 6500 rpm. There has been some rumors that the Dominar 400 shares the Duke 390's engine, albeit in a detuned state. Well, the Dominar has the same engine block as that of the 390 and the similarities pretty much end there. The engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox and, like we said, is liquid cooled, and the way it dissipates heat from is simply amazing. This is one bike that won't grill your legs. We test drove the bike through dense city traffic, and even though the Dominar is a heavy bike, we found it pretty easy to control and close in on gaps. And on the highway, the bike shows its true characteristics. The Dominar is designed to be ridden long distances all day long. The bike picks up speed quite fast and can maintain that for quite long. Something we noticed was that even though Dominar comes with very powerful lamps, it appears to be pointed. The ability of the bike to lit up corners is very less. This might cause inconveniences on night rides, especially on curvy roads. The bike is stable with least amount of vibrations. The brakes and the handling abilities are confidence inspiring. We rode the bike through curvy roads in rainy, slippery conditions and never once did we lose faith. We have also got a slipper clutch similar to the one found in the Duke 390, which makes gear transmissions smooth and easier. The first gear is very torquey, and if you are not careful, you might end up with wheel spin. The first two gears are short. The power band is in the third, fourth and fifth gears, whereas the sixth gear is for cruising at high speeds. BAJAJ claims the Dominar to have a fuel efficiency of 35 km per litre. And in our test, which was a mix of city and highways, we got an average fuel efficiency of 32 km per litre, which is quite impressive. Overall, the Dominar is a well put together bike and is a perfect all-rounder. Some factors which we feel could have been better are the fuel tank capacity and lack of options to mount panniers, both of which are not ideal in a tourer. However, for a bike which has an ex-showroom price of 1.55 lakhs, the Dominar is a total value for money considering the features and the overall fit and finish. The lower spec variant of the Dominar has an ex-showroom price of 1.40 lakhs. The Dominar is available in 3 color options, namely the Midnight Blue, Twilight Plum and the Moon White. We are pretty much impressed and would suggest you to go for the ABS variant if you are considering one. That brings us to the end of this review. We hope you enjoyed watching it and would love to hear your views on the bike. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, do like and share the video. We will be back soon. Until then, ride safe.